Hello and welcome to a broken tippet fly tying video. Today we're going to be tying a black and red ice cream cone chironomid. It's a very easy and simple pattern to tie, and it should be a staple in any fly box in BC. In the vise today we have a Daiichi 1760 curved hook, size number 14. Now with chironomids you can tie them anywhere between size 24 up into a size 8. I would say the most popular sizes are going to be your 16s, your 14s, and your 12s. The bead that we're using is a 3/32 white brass bead, and the thread that we are applying is an ultra thread black 70. So I'm just going to come in here and trim off the tag end and we're going to get started. So the most important part about a chironomid is the slim body and the taper leading up to the bead. So that's what we're working on here. We're just going to build that taper a little bit. And then I'm going to stop the thread about a bead length behind the bead so we can add in the wire. Now the wire that we're using is an ultra wire, small, red. And what I like to do is when I put the wire on the hook, I do 2 wraps. And then you'll notice if I pull back on the wire, I can actually bring this wire to have it sit just behind the bead. And then I'm going to go ahead and tie that in. And what that does is it just gives us a nice consistent look to the fly. And we're going to bring this thread with nice easy wraps all the way down to the curve of the hook. Oops. And that thread is going to come with us. That looks good. And now we can bring our thread back up to the top. And even wraps just behind the bead. You can already see the taper there. We're starting to get a nice taper built behind the bead of the hook. And now we're going to add in buzzer wrap. The buzzer wrap color that we're using today is smoke. It's kind of like a clear gray. And what that's going to do is going to give us a nice contrast with the black thread. Now some guys like to tie in their buzzer wrap at the bottom. I personally like to tie mine in up at the top and work it way down just like the wire. So we're doing nice easy thread wraps all the way down, just like that. And then we can bring this thread back up to the top. Now that's going to be it for the thread on the body. We're going to come in and peel off this extra buzzer wrap and give us a couple more thread wraps there. So that's starting to look good. Now we're going to take the buzzer wrap and we're simply just going to do overlapping wraps with it. And oh yeah, you can see the shine that this is giving off. The black thread coming through looks great. So we're just going to bring the buzzer wrap all the way up to the bead. And once we get to the top, just like that, we're going to lock this in place. So we're going to do 2 thread wraps behind the buzzer wrap and then a few in front. And now we can come in with our scissors and cut that off. And I like to give a couple more thread wraps in there just to lock everything down. Perfect. Now I'm a big fan of saving my work. So I'm going to come in here with a quick whip finish and just do a couple turns. And what that does is it just protects us just in case the thread gets bumped and all that buzzer wrap gets unraveled and we have to start from square one. So a quick little whip finish does not hurt. Now we're going to apply this red wire. And we're just going to wrap this upwards to the bead in even spirals. We're aiming for 7 spirals to the top. And what this is going to give us, what the wire does is give us, it adds durability to the fly. And it also gives us that natural rib that we're looking for. So that looks good about there. And then the same thing with the buzzer wrap that we did. We're going to come behind the rib and give us 2 wraps behind, 2 wraps in the front. to lock this in. And then what you can do is take the helicopter method, which is just going around and around and around. And eventually this wire will break off, just like that. So that's looking really nice. We're gonna come in here with a couple more thread wraps just to secure that broken piece of wire. Perfect. Okay, I can come in with a whip finish now. Couple spins of that. And that about wraps it up. So there you have it. The black and red snow cone Chironomid, or ice cream cone Chironomid. I'm going to add in a little bit of zappa gap to this fly, and just like the rib, it's just going to give us a little bit more durability, and it also helps with the color a little bit as well. Makes everything stand out nicely. And just going to make sure this is spread evenly. That's going to dry up really nice. They dry up really quick. It's only going to take a few minutes to dry, and then you can continue to add on coats if you like. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave us a comment below. And if you like what you saw, hit that like button and the follow button, and stay tuned for more fly fishing videos. Fish on.